everyone, and welcome to Gambling on Hockey on the Parlay Network, Canada's sports betting network. I'm your host, Celine Trimarchi, alongside my co-host, Luca Rosano. Okay, only 4 games went on in the NHL last night. Actually, no, 11 games. Sorry,
11, yeah.
11 games went on. I thought it was still the day before. 11 games on last night. Yeah, okay, well, I went for 11 this time. Not the best score, but Luca, how did you do? You did the same as me, right?
Yeah, I think you got mixed up with how many we got right compared to how many games there were. 11 games, we both went 4 for 11. It was a rough outing, but, you know what? Sometimes it goes that way in the NHL. You think an underdog's gonna cash in, they get blown out, or actually last night we saw a lot of underdogs get, blown out a bit or lose by 2 or more goals. Like, I
Mhm.
was very surprised by the Oilers. I thought they were gonna cash in, at least cover that 1.5 point spread, but yeah, they lost by more than 2. So yeah, one of those days, one of those nights in the NHL, and hopefully we can both bounce back. It is a 4 game night tonight, so I like these nights because if you do sweep these games or at least go 3-1, it increases your winning percentage, which right now I sit at 53%. I know you've fallen back a bit, but you're still ahead of me, so you got that going for you.
2% ahead of you. 2%. Yes, at 55. Just one quick game that I thought was pretty crazy was the Kings and the Preds. The LA
Yeah.
Kings beat the Nashville Predators 6-1. Like, okay, did not see that coming. So sorry for anybody who listened to me on that one and decided to bet on the Nashville Predators. But I'm sure a lot of people did because assumed they would win last night's game. But let's get straight into today. So 4 games. So tonight's the 4 games in the NHL. I like when it's a quiet night sometimes, just like you were saying, because I feel like we can really bounce back after tonight's games. So let's get straight into it. Toronto, New Jersey Devils. Giordano is going to be stepping foot, also Colin Blackwell, stepping foot on the ice tonight as a Toronto Maple Leafs as they welcome the New Jersey Devils. So if you're going to put money down on this game, Toronto is the favorite here. Are you sticking with the Toronto Maple Leafs or are you going to take the New Jersey Devils? Also, after we discuss this, we just got to touch on the jerseys that they're going to be wearing tonight too.
Yeah. I'm just about to say the jerseys are gonna be worn. Biebs is gonna be in the house. You got Giordano making his Leafs debut. That crowd's gonna be electric. I think that crowd is really gonna inject some much needed energy into this team. I'm going with Toronto minus 1.5. You can't bet against them right now. Matthews is unstoppable at the moment. He has 4 goals and 2 assists versus New Jersey this year. So yeah, I expect the defense to really contain New Jersey. They are coming in this one on the second night of a back to back, so they
Mhm.
might be a little empty when it comes to their energy level. So yeah, I'm going to go with the much better offensive team, and I think that offense is going to make up for a lack of talent between the pipes and that inconsistency the Leafs have had with their goaltending. I don't think that's going to be an issue here. I don't think New Jersey's going to put up the same type of stat line they did last night. What did they score? Like 7 goals? It was absurd. I think
Uh,
they're all
seven
empty
to
in
four.
terms of
Seven,
scoring goals.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right? When I saw them, like, wait, what? They put 7 up? So I don't think they're gonna have the same type of success here. Traveling again in TO, that crazy atmosphere, crazy crowd, Toronto. Hopefully, this isn't a letdown spot because we've seen it before, right? They are a big favorite against a very winnable opponent, and then they let their guard down, and all of a sudden they're looking up and barely winning that game. But I think tonight will be a convincing win. So give me TO minus 1.5.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Leafs. Once they get their lead, when it comes to the third period, let's say they're up 4-2, they kind of get laid back, and that's something they should never do. That's something that they need to really tackle on and realize a playoff team should not be doing that. But I'm super excited to see Mike Giordano take the ice as the Toronto Maple Leafs. I want to see how much power he can bring to the D line for the Leafs. And like you were saying, New Jersey's coming off of a back-to-back. They're heading into this game tonight with the Leafs, who had 3 days off. So I feel like the Leafs have the edge in tonight's game against the Devils. And also, but the last 7 matchups between the Devils and the Leafs, the Leafs have been successful 7 times. So I feel like if I were to put money down on this game, I'm very confident enough that Toronto's going to come out with the win. So I'm going to take them on the spread. But also those jerseys, like you were just mentioning, please, guys, if you like these jerseys, please comment and let us know because we're kind of iffy when it comes to these jerseys. Like one side is really nice with the blue and the black, but
Yeah.
the other side, the Bieber side, is just like yellow and a smiley face. Like that doesn't look too intimidating if you're a Leafs player.
Yeah, I agree. I like the blue ones. That just screams your typical Maple Leafs, but I really don't know what they're trying to pull with this yellow one. Not only is it kind of cheesy with the leaf smiling or whatever, but it's yellow. I mean, that looks like a Bruins alternative jersey. You definitely don't want to be rocking a jersey that resembles a team that has owned you in the playoffs the last decade. So yeah, I was not a fan of the yellow ones. I'm okay with the other, like the blue ones, the
Mhm.
one that looks more like a Maple Leafs jersey. But yeah, that yellow one, I don't know. I guess we'll see what the reaction is tonight when they actually wear them, right?
We'll see, and we'll see how fast these jerseys get sold out because if
Yeah.
it's the Leafs and it has a Bieber stamp on it, it's done. It's completely done. Let's get into the next game. So it's a back-to-back night for Pittsburgh as well as they head into Buffalo to take on the Sabres. So the Pittsburgh Penguins are obviously coming off a win last night. Now they're playing Buffalo. Who are you taking in this matchup?
Celine, I'm gonna shock you with this
Oh
pick. I'm
God.
going with Buffalo. I'm going with
Okay.
Buffalo plus 1.5. I
Okay.
think they're gonna keep this game competitive. I think they're gonna lose by at least one goal. I really like the price that the Sabres have right here as an underdog. The Pens will be playing on the second night of a back-to-back, and they are going to be playing their third game in 4 days. And Anderson has been great between the pipes all season. This is a game I think he can steal. He's been really good, especially at KeyBank Center. So I like him here to try to take down a big favorite. So I'm going with the Sabres. Very unpopular pick, but if you're looking for some good value here, take the Sabres tonight. I think they can keep it close on the puck line. Money line would be a different story if they win this game outright. That'd be crazy. But in terms of the puck line, I think the Sabres are a good underdog play for this evening.
Yeah, you never know who will surprise you. I mean, I feel like we saw our fair share of surprises last night. So if you want to take the Sabres, go right ahead. But for me, I'm sticking with the favorite, and I'm going to take Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins here. I mean, Pittsburgh's coming off of a 5-1 win against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's their fifth win in 6 games. And Sidney Crosby, he's been playing really well. I mean, he notched 3 assists last night. He has 30 points over his past 21 games. And I mean, at this point, I feel like Pittsburgh knows that they're just going to keep wanting to grab points to get more ahead in the playoff standings and secure a solid spot, even though they're already in a pretty solid spot for when the playoffs come around, which is not too long from now. And their last 11 matchups between these two teams, Pittsburgh's leads the series at 9-2. So I'm gonna stick with the Pittsburgh Penguins on this one, and their away record too is 21-7-4. So it's not a horrible record, but it's a pretty decent record, I would say, for Pittsburgh. Now Vancouver and Colorado. Vancouver travels to Colorado looking to snap a 3-game losing skid. So who are you taking, Vancouver, or are we going to take Colorado? Colorado is the favorite tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Colorado tonight. I'm gonna go with the favorite. The Canucks, they've been in a slump, worst possible time too. I don't see that changing tonight when they go up against the cream of the crop in the NHL. Yeah, if you look at the Canucks, they've been struggling. They're
Mm-hmm.
28th over their last 10 games in terms of scoring chances. And you add that to the fact that the Avs have been getting stellar play from their goaltending lately. I think this is going to be a very one-sided game, and I would not be surprised if this ends in a blowout by multiple goals. So give me Colorado minus 1.5 against the Canucks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colorado Avalanche as well on this one. I mean, like, I feel like they're going to be concentrating on securing the #1 seed in the West and win the President's Trophy for the second straight season. And they're coming off of a winning streak, 4-game winning streak, and they lead the season series between these two teams 2-0. The last two meetings, Colorado won 7-1, and then following that, they won 4-2. So I feel like Colorado's going to come up strong in this game, so I'm taking them, but I'm also taking them on the over because, like you said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of goals that are going to get scored. So I'm taking the over, which is 6. The last game. So the Chicago Blackhawks and the Anaheim Ducks head into their matchup tonight looking to snap losing streaks. So one's going to break. Will it be Chicago or will it be Anaheim, Luca?
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna go with Anaheim though, minus 1.5, because if you base this game on trends, you gotta factor in that Actually, this stat is if you want to bet Chicago. The Ducks are 0-7 in their last 7 games and 0-6 in their last 6 games against the Blackhawks. So this is a typical storyline where do you side with the trend or do you go with the better team in this matchup? I'm gonna go with the Ducks. I think they're finally gonna break that drought that they are against Chicago. You look at the Ducks; they're 16th in the NHL in expected goals over the last 10 games. And Chicago's offense has not been up to par lately. So although they have dominated the series, I think Anaheim will finally get one in their back pocket here. So I'm going to go with the Ducks at home. But if you do want to bet Chicago, that's a pretty enticing stat. What do you think, Celine? Are you going to go with that stat or are you going to go with the Anaheim pick as well?
You know what? At first, I was gonna go with that stat, and I was so contemplating this game. I'm like, do I pick Chicago? Do I pick Anaheim? Like, I want to pick Chicago because of that, but I don't. But I came to my decision, and I'm actually going to take the Anaheim Ducks on this one. I mean, yes, the last 6 matchups between these two teams, Chicago has been successful, but the last meeting between these guys, Anaheim, I feel like will want to bounce back after suffering an 8-3 loss against Chicago. So I don't think they're going to want to get embarrassed again like that because that is a horrible win. And Chicago's also without Marc-Andre Fleury. So I feel like that is going to go in favor for Anaheim because he will not be in net, and he's been quite a solid presence for the Chicago Blackhawks all season. So I'm going to stick with the Anaheim Ducks on this one. But I mean, hey, if you want to take the Chicago Blackhawks, it's totally up to you. And I feel like this game could kind of go either way, but I'm sticking with
Yeah.
Anaheim. Yeah, so I'm sticking with Anaheim on this one. So that's the games for tonight. It's only 4 games. Quiet night in the NHL. Tomorrow definitely is going to be a lot more games, and we'll be back here tomorrow to discuss our winnings from tonight, and we'll look forward to tomorrow's game. So I'm Celine Trimarchi alongside my co-host Luca Rosano, and you are listening to Gambling on Hockey on the Parlay Network. We'll catch you here tomorrow, everyone.